So it's official now. Ubianim says this year Chelsea assigned centre back for Fulham, Tosin Adarabioyo, as the new centre back of Chelsea Football Club. Now, I mean, so far as Chelsea have now signed Tosin Adarabioyo, there is a need to now break down and do a player analysis of who Tosin Adarabioyo is. What does he bring to the team? What is that? What are the details of Tosin Adarabioyo? And that is what this analysis is about. If you are new to the channel, this is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, and get the best in terms of analysis over here. It's the best football tactical analysis channel. Share the link also to everybody that loves us to join in and enjoy the conversation. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Let us get rambling in there. So, Tosin Adarabioyo, he was in the house today. Chelsea did a very good unveiling, a nice video on YouTube, and of course the Chelsea website for him, and it was a very good stuff. We'll delve into a few things, then we'll do a detailed player breakdown with videos, tactical analysis, everything. Then you have a fair idea of player your friend Tosin Adarabioyo and watch us out. Let me just give you a preview and as a preamble of what Tosin Adarabioyo is. He is a boy. The parents, if in Nigeria, of course, that's why he has the Adarabioyo surname. He's a Nigerian by descent, but of course, he has played for the junior side of the English national team in there. He played for a lot of the teams in London, not Fulham, Fulham a free championship, played for Manchester City and all of those stuff. He's a top player. In terms of player-wise, one of the oldest player at Chelsea for Aton under the new regime. Since the Chelsea first started the new transfer policy of not signing players more than the age of 25 now. It's going to be the oldest. It's 26 years. Tosin Adarabioyo and Todd Bowley, Baghdad Eghbali sanction Maton. Of course, it was for free. He's going to be in there for 4 years at Chelsea till 2028. Big one, an option to extend for Tosin Adarabioyo. Now, player profile of Tosin Adarabioyo. It is clear. Tosin Adarabioyo Chelsea at Jumano. And I think that the first question that anybody will ask you, and it's a free transfer. So of course it's an opportunity. And I said the last time, say if you look at Obi Tosin Adarabioyo, it's about value for money. Or your player or team, the team needs a centre back or Premier League experience. That's your told. I mentioned it the last time, say Chelsea was the 10th team in terms of goals scored from set pieces. It means that Chelsea doesn't score a lot from set pieces. And again, Chelsea is the 10th team in terms of goals considered for set pieces, which is also not a good metric in the defensive aspects. So there's a need for a 6 foot plus centre back, or you're also a duel monster, or you're very good in the air, with in the atmosphere and go into a lot of duels in there and they win them. It's important. If you look across the big six, there is Manchester City has Samuel Ruben Diaz and Josko Vardiol, very aggressive aerial duel monsters. You go to Liverpool, there is Ibu Konate, killer in the air, and of course there's Virgil van Dijk in there, killer in the air. Then you come to Arsenal Football Club, there's Gabriel Magalhaes and of course William Saliba, killers in the air. They're important for them to go into duels. Then you come to a team like even Tottenham Hotspur, where you have Kuti Romero and then of course Donny van der Ven, excellent players in the air. So there is the need to have such players, or be very good in the air, very aggressive in there, and also duel monsters. So that's it, and it's an opportunity because it's coming for a free, which is a very good smart business. From the financial point of view, it's smart business from Chelsea. They're not buying anything. In fact, the reports were that Manchester United nearly made a last-minute push for Abrante Feni Tosin Adarabioyo, but now already on Chelsea for Najiatum, so about Chelsea, it was no way he was going to change his mind and then move to Manchester United. So Tosin Adarabioyo is in there now. The first question is, who is Tosin Adarabioyo? Then or in terms of the centre back or in football? Or a 6'5" centre back. He's a player or very aggressive. And Uti on one analysis now in the video I chose for you now. Or see or a ball playing aggressive centre back. And that's from the man himself. Ball playing aggressive centre back and or aggressive because he goes into a lot of duels and he wins most of the duels, both in the air, any ground duels, and he's very good in them. And which immediately, like Adia Chelsea in here, it moved Chelsea to address a lot of the issues. So back last season, Adia Bakwana de Biana Mekam was he said Chelsea need the balance of the characteristic of the centre back. You need a cat and a dog. And he has said it himself, he's an aggressive centre back. Benoit Bellachil is not an aggressive centre back. he's more proactive. Now this guy is an aggressor. He go into the battles with you. He win those duels with you. And you need that. You need that. Aggressive center back. He says that also Tosin inside interview says that he's a leader. And in the dressing room, he will push the boys to goal limit for them to achieve certain goals. And says ball playing center back who is capable of using his different ways to progress the ball after the field of play. And Moshe Fulham Echon, Manomota about Tosin any Calvin Bassi. Calvin is more calm on the ball, a little bit short, and he Tosin Adarabioyo is the good one. And every time he helps in terms of ball progression, every Fulham Echon. And Debi Amaka, players are between Tosin and of course, is the Virgil van Dijk, Thiago Silva on the ball. Tosin Adarabioyo is that kind of guy who can play in it. And he's a player that consistently, I've spoken about him on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Fiifi-Manfred, Fiifi_Manfred. I can say Tosin Adarabioyo is an excellent player on the ball, and you can compare some of the best players in the air. So he's also a dual monster in there. Now, we'll talk about the style of play. In terms of a center back, yeah, there are a lot of center backs on your ball playing. But what's the style of play of Tosin Adarabioyo? Mainly as a center back, or Fulham back four system consistently. Most of the time, Fulham able a back four system, but almost progressive now it becomes a 3 base. In terms of Gina Fifi as a CCB and as a central center back. Now, central center back is the man supposed to conduct play in terms of the center back and in terms of build up. On the marshal or the commander organization, making sure that the minimal width not near from fullbacks, no, the minimal width that you need, the distance between you and the defenders, no, midfielders, no, in the middle of the park is very good in a base of 3-2. And it's something that he had done it several times under Marco Silva. And now, in terms of build up in world football, that's the main chief, that's the go-to. A lot of teams use it. That is what Tosin Adarabioyo Ebemount. That's what Tosin Adarabioyo Ebemount on the ball. Tosin Adarabioyo and also a leader with you. Tosin mostly central center back, like I said it. Although not so consistent sometimes, or more in a 3-back creative possession with the 3 players at the back. One of the things that are very, very good also in the because of Sani, most of the teams all born to push up the field. There's a lot of space behind them, and he also plays as a sweeper center back into more on here because he has the legs, he has the pace, he's able to go back and do the defensive duty, over there. So it's like Van Dijk, Ayema, Liverpool. So Van Dijk, any Ibu Konati, and I say what's his name? Only Brentford, Gerald Consa, or even the time that he had his Joe Matip Eba, he allows them to go and do the tackle, then he does the sweeping. So he lets you go into do the mark and follow the player. Then he is free to read the game. And once you step in that program, he steps in and does the job for you. And that's the job any Juma Brantford and Tosin Adarabioyo on the ball and even off the ball slightly if possession is lost in such areas for Chelsea Football Club, which is very, very important. As a defender, I think that Nestan here more all-rounded than a lot of centre backs at Chelsea. And I think that is apart from the height and in the ball playing in the aggression, that's the advantage he has over Witzel, Belashile, the Sassi, Levi Cole, and all the centre backs at Chelsea Kitano. Or you're more all-rounded. So yes, he's an aggressor, but he also reads the game very well. He's a little bit calm, also measured, and then goes into duels, being very, very careful as well. And I think that's something I like about Brentford and Tosin Adarabioyo, and the fact that he gives that ability to the team. Again, he can be an aggressor, like I mentioned earlier, an aggressive center backer who close down a lot of the attacks. Sometimes you need an aggressor or very aggressive and close down attacks, especially against wingers or very, very good on from wide areas in 1v1 duels. You need an aggressor. And then I like his anticipation also on Sukita as a center back, and he does that also very, very well. And generally, he's a ball playing center back. He's somebody that gives you the ability to play out on the back, and he is a leader, like I mentioned also. One of the things that are very important at Chelsea for center backs in the security on the ball. Now, as a make security on the ball, you need your center back time Okita ball. Say if you're watching me on the TV, you're not jittery. Now, if you remember when you used to watch Obi to say Gary Cahill. Now, anytime you're watching Gary Cahill, you're like say the ball one while you're not secure, you don't feel secure. Now, Tosin Adarabioyo gives you a security on the wall or very, very good pass selection. He's able to break the lines from deep areas. And we did a lot of pressure with a lot of feints. Also a very good dribbler with his feet to now form on. And you see the ball very well. One of the things again at Chelsea centre backs the ball carrying. Now sometimes when teams sit very deep, you need ball carrying centre backs are driving with the ball in central areas. That pushes the midfielders also into the half spaces. Then he can find them and then create overloads on. And that's something Brentford and Tosin Adarabioyo he's comfortable passing both on his weak foot and in his strong foot. He's a very good one at the end. One of the things also against over Chelsea centre backs in here we've not spoken about, and he said, you see those long diagonal passes now, Thiago Silva, Ebon. Nobody does it now again at Chelsea. And that's what Abrante friend Tosin Adarabioyo. Enzo Fernandez paying 30, 40, 25 yards. Then Tosin Adarabioyo also did also paying 20, 25, 30, 40 yards for Chelsea attackers to open up the game, to switch the point of view of attack, and then to overload and isolate in different areas. And that's what Abrante friend Tosin Adarabioyo. I think in the first strength here about the positioning. Now, we are centre back now with good positioning now. You're able to get into certain areas. You're able to read the game very well. You're able to close down, because if your position is wrong, then you have a lot more work to do. You've already made a mistake, man. Tosin Adarabioyo has a very good positioning, reads the game very well, very good interceptions. Indeed, generally Chelsea have a brilliant centre back on my top from the marketer. Your friend Tosin Adarabioyo, and this is a proper outlook into player. Your friend Tosin Adarabioyo in terms of Chelsea. And I'm I'll talk to you later. Bye.